some glow-in-the-dark polymer clay. I'm using this one by Fimo, and then condition it between your fingers until the polymer clay is nice and soft and shape it into a teardrop shape. Once you've got that, take the tip of your teardrop and bend it over like so that you get a ghost shape. Take your blade and make a little cut on each side of the ghost, pull it out a bit with your finger, and then smooth out the edges to create the ghost's arms. Before baking your ghost, make sure that it fits into your little bottle charm, and also clean it with some nail polish remover. I dipped a Q-tip into the nail polish remover and then just cleaned away all the dust and dirt and fingerprints that were still on the clay. Now you can use acrylic paint or nail polish in black and pink, and I just dribbled some nail polish onto a white piece of paper, and then I dipped my dotting tool into the black paint and created two eyes, and with the pink paint I created two little pink cheeks. Now you're going to need a sewing pin. Mine is in white, but it would be even better if you could find an orange one, but I'm just going to paint mine orange later because we're going to create our pumpkins like this. So I just took this fine detailer brush and just painted the top part of my pin in orange. With the same brush and some dark green acrylic paint, I painted on the stem and some leaves on top of the pumpkin so that looks more realistic. This is how it should look like so far. And then I just took some wire cutters and went as close to the top as I could and then trimmed off the pointy side on the bottom. Now I'm using some strong cemented glue, but you can also use E6000, it's the same thing. Then I just dunked a Q-tip into the glue and carefully placed it into my jar and smeared some of the glue at the bottom of the jar. Sadly, my dotting tool didn't fit into the jar, that's why I'm using a Q-tip, plus everybody can find that at home. Then I'm taking my tweezers and placing in my pumpkins, and then I'm just moving them around with the tip of my tweezers to make sure they have the right position that I want. This is how my little jar looks like. Now I'm just taking a pin and I'm stabbing a hole through my cork, and then I'm wiggling the pin around a bit to widen the hole so that my head pin can fit through later. So here's my head pin, and I'm just going to start at the bottom of the cork and carefully press it through the hole that we scored before with our pin. Now leave your head pin out like this a bit because we're going to need it later. Now I'm taking this thin transparent nylon thread and I'm just snipping off a little piece. There's really no size to this, you're just gonna have to guess. And then I am tying a knot as good as I can. This doesn't show up on camera very well, but I think you know what I mean. Then you're not going to want to tighten the knot yet, you're going to leave it a loop and then wrap it around the head pin piece and then tighten it and snip off the end so that you can pull your head pin back again and secure it even more. With my pliers, I cut off a piece of the head pin and now I'm just bending it over like this so that we turn our bottle charm into an actual charm. Now this is how your cork should look like so far. To secure the ghost and make it look like it's floating, you're going to dip the head of your ghost into some of the strong glue again, put some tension onto your nylon thread, and then carefully place it on the ghost's head to glue the nylon thread onto the ghost. Now the last step is to snip off the loose end so that only the ghost is dangling onto the cork. And this is what mine is looking like so far. Now take some strong glue again and apply some around the tip of the cork so that it is nice and secure when we press it into our bottle. Make sure the ghost fits through the bottle and then press on the cork to finish up your charm. And here is your finished bottle charm.